afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your Daily Dose. Again on the channel, again on Daddy BB's account. And of course, arms race finished yesterday for those that were curious and they managed to grab their juicy stuff. Hopefully you managed to power up some of your wings, which we will be doing at some point in this video. But the biggest thing is the Christmas celebration slash festival. So make sure you just keep tapping this thing every single day. Gives you free stuff, free gold, free candy canes, and of course free wishing coins. And I feel like most players know, but by now you will of course be able to activate this during the event. It's going to take a couple of days, but once it unlocks, it will unlock for everyone. It just takes some effort. So don't worry if your server isn't super active. It will happen. The event goes for I think nearly 26 days or something. Some ridiculous amount of time. It's a long event, so don't worry about it. It will happen 22 days. 22 days is how long it goes. So trust me when I say you're good. You're very, very good. Now, of course, every single day you can get some free gold, free candy canes, and of course some wishing coins, crystals, stones, whatever you want to call them, which is fantastic. Make sure you're taking advantage of that one just because it will eventually lead into getting a juicy pile of gold. Unfortunately, unfortunately, there are some temptations to spend that gold, mainly the Billionaires event. I would just recommend probably just saving it unless you can get into the top 3. Realistically, not worth spinning for. The reason I say top 3 is because you get 100 of these tokens, which is a guaranteed mythic beast. 80 is not too bad, but again, it's top 3, top 4 is kind of the minimum that you would want to wait to. And of course, you need to spend at least 60 tokens to get on the leaderboard. As you can see, Godsend and Batu is actually up there, so they might just try and compete it out in the end. But unless you've got, I guess, 100 tokens, you're probably not going to be getting the top 1. You're really not going to be able to get the top 1 under 100 tokens anyway. It's just people hoard so much, and it is what it is, right? We all understand that. Now, in terms of what you should be going for, of course, Pixiu is still up there. I would recommend Thunder Beast as your first mythic monster, and I would still always recommend Inferno Quangji, the Fire Kitty, as your first legendary. After that, you can pretty much just go with Karkanen, Heaven's Dragon for the synergies. Eventually, you'll be able to get Cyan for the synergies as well. Thunder Beast is, like I said, probably the better one of the mythics out there so far. Pixiu, very good for support, and of course Kirin is the must build for Resurrection. But again, it's focus on Thunder Beast, get that to 4-star, just build the base forms of the mythics, and then after that work on Pixiu up to 4-star, and then Kirin up to 4-star. Interesting enough, Kirin needs 2-star to activate this Blessing Shield, which is pretty good, but like I said, not really worth investing early on. Get your Thunder Beast and your Pixiu up to 4-star before you focus on Kirin starring that one up, and that's pretty much it. Most players will probably be able to get a 7-star Fire Kitty because of the redonkulous amount of free stuff that we are given. They just hand these out like candy these days. They literally hand out those char chests like candy. If you're curious, of course, and I wouldn't recommend doing so, but I know some players are going to do it anyway. Where is it? Did they take it away? Where is my weekly pack? Interesting. I don't have my weekly pack. Maybe they did take it away. Well, generally speaking, there is a weekly pack, and you can, of course, go ahead and buy the monster, or should I say beast shards, as well as the legendary and mythic hero shards, as it's okay. You spend a lot of gold, but the reality is that the game is going to give you a fair amount for your legendary beasts moving forward, because we are, of course, in the era of the mythic. So I'm just going to save up. I believe, and don't quote me, but I believe that there may be an added index. It is Fire Deity. There we go. So we all know this is going to be the next beast, the Flaming Bull. Realistically, it is a offensive based one. Inflicts unremovable burn, basically does like what the Fire Kitty does, just a better version of it. At the start of battle, you damage all enemies, ignore defense, and then, of course, reduce the range of 3 random enemies by 2. All casting skills give the ally in front row with highest attack, fire shield, increasing damage reduction by 50%, reflect damage equal to 100% of own attack until the end of the battle. So Everlasting Fire is actually pretty damn good in terms of support. It just means that you will do additional damage to the team. We'll see a demonstration. Fire deity hits everyone, and boom, you get the shield and the front row. So not too bad, not too bad. I am excited, of course, to see how it ties in with everything else. I did jokingly say that on the other servers that are much older, on other games, it takes about 5 minutes for each team to buff each other by the end of it, which is actually ridiculous. But at the same time, I don't think I'm even exaggerating that even a little bit. It is just a crazy long power up sequence as you start to unlock everything, including all the tactics, all the tacticians, which are separate, by the way, strategists, which are a back row. It just gets crazy. The game it's going to go to a really good place. I'm very, very excited about it on a global server, obviously. But realistically speaking, let me just talk about this one last time in the shop. Focus on those. Should you get the beast gear? No, I wouldn't really recommend spending 200 of these tokens on the beast gear. It just doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Unless you really are missing a couple. Like if you were like, PB, I just cannot roll for the life of me one of these colored pieces, and you manage to have 200 tokens and you'd 7-star every beast, maybe then you would spend it. But the reality is the new beast is coming out, so you might as well just save them for that and just keep hoarding and hoarding and hoarding until you can, of course, pull some of those mythic mice as well as everything else, all the goodies. Now, Annihilation. I don't think Annihilation has had anything added to it, but we're just going to go and check. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99.9% sure that there isn't anything new. Yeah, I didn't think so. For those that are curious, I probably would recommend going and building your very first base level of your weapons. So just so you build it, you don't necessarily have to star them up or anything like that, but you do want to be building your mythic weapons. I would recommend starting with, or at least I want to say finishing off this one. I feel like a lot of players have already built the Heaven Sword or very close to it, so you should be doing that there. Just so you know, though, if you're only like a few short, you could probably just get away with buying it in the shard shop instead of spending any of your meteorite if you are on a tight budget. And of course, if you're free to play, that does make sense as well. But yeah, okay, so I've got to do the Glory Hole as well. I've done all of that. What else is there? Annihilation. I mean, it really comes down to this. Do I spend the extra 30? Oh, how much gold is that going to be? It's 9k gold, isn't it? Yes, I hate it when I'm right. So that'll put us at 58 is the event ending in one day. So we will be able to get to the lucky flip draw. It kind of is worth it if you can do at least one of these flip draws because there is the guaranteed shards or at least some of your gold back, which is not terrible going into, of course, the Christmas time event. For those that are speculating, I would recommend having around 100k gold saved up. Between 50 and 100k gold is probably where you're at. A lot of people think that you're going to get some mythics there. I would say you're probably going to get a chance to buy the Gen 1 mythics for gold. Maybe you can buy the Gen 1 mythic tactics for gold, but it's all speculation. So I don't want to start the rumor mill there. We don't want to hype it up like we did the Halloween event and then be deeply disappointed. But for those that are hoarding gold, just keep doing so. I look, honestly, is this worth the investment? I mean, the drop rates are pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. We'll just do it for the video's sake because why not? But I don't think I'll be pulling any of the billionaire tokens today. But what's the drop rate? Let's have a look. I think it's like a 0.1% chance. It is. I hate when I'm right. So it's a 0.1% chance for it to drop. And of course, you have a 0.25% chance for the gold axe to appear. You will get silver axes, you will get the terrible bronze axes, and of course, you will get powerful meteorite. Let's go ahead and slow that down. Someone did ask me in the comment section, if you slow it down, does it do anything? I'm like, no, it just makes it easier to see so that we don't miss anything. That's actually a really good pull. I'm curious to see just how many of these we end up with. I really just need powerful meteorite. That's all we need on this account. Mainly because, mainly because we need to get the next set of imperishable gear set. We will be able to get that for free though, which is pretty cool. We will be able to get that in the upcoming Christmas event in about 7 days' time. But outside of that, everybody just needs to get imperishable gear set. It is a thing. Like don't doubt it. We do some solo pulls. You never know. You can get lucky on a solo pull. I have got one on a solo pull once, so I'm never going to discount that. It was a gold axe though, so I don't know if that counts. Let's see if we can get one more. Oh, that was not me. It was me. There you go. Last pull, we got a gold axe. Pretty cool. Now, what are we going to do with the gold axe? Everyone's going to say is, well, that's pretty simple. For your gold axes, pretty much convert them into silver axes, and then you can decide whether or not you want to basically buy out these selection chests. I feel like that's probably not a bad idea because I still need to 7-star some of those gears, or alternatively, you can convert them into some powerful meteorite. It takes 6 silver axes to get 1 meteorite. But if that's going to help you out, basically that'll get you across the line. Maybe that's enough for you to get 50 shards, and maybe that's all you need. But basically, that's it in a nutshell. Nothing too much else to talk about. Let us know in the comment section down below. Did you pull for the billionaires? Did you get lucky? What monsters are you building? And if you have any questions or concerns, reach me on Discord in the link in the description box. We have a fantastic community there that plays all of the versions, all the game modes. I may do a Korean version video of Fox's account. We'll see. We'll see if we have time over the next couple of weeks to do so. I am curious to see just how advanced the Korean version has become. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe, notification button. Catch me on Facebook, say hello, send us a friend request. I add everyone. It's very, very chill. And I will see the OGs in the comment section. Till next time.